Amp2.tv presents Tell Us Your Business, where you're invited on the air to tell us what makes your business stand out in the community. It's important we hear from you to tell us all we need to know about what you do best. Tell Us Your Business uses the latest radio and television production systems, and all shows can be seen on amp2.tv. If you have a question for our guest, call 888-565-1470. Now, let's get ready as our guest hits the airwaves and informs us about what we need to know on Tell Us Your Business.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. How's everyone doing? Welcome back to another episode of Tell Us Your Biz. Tonight, I'm here with Jeff Greenberg, and he's going to tell us a little bit about his business, promo stuff for you. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
Excellent.
I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to talk about your business. So you want to just tell me a little bit on what it is and how you got started?
So the company is Promo Stuff for You, and we're in the branding business, branding, marketing, and I've always had something to do with branding and marketing in every company I've had an interest or a stake in or whatever, anything I've owned or been involved in. So, I had actually sold a business in Canada, and I was getting sick of the winter. So I turned to my wife after the last sale, and I said, let's just move down to Florida.
It always seems to be the simple solution.
We've always loved it here. So she's like, well, what will we do? I thought we'd just retire there. I said, now we just go from the desk to the couch. We're retired. So I wanted to do something that I'm familiar with, something that I've known and I like, and that was it. So yeah.
Okay, so do you enjoy the business? Is it like anything you thought you would be doing before?
I do enjoy the business. I think it's challenging. It's fun. There's a ton to know. Like there's a ton of product, like 1.4 million promotional products. There's over 30,000 pens available, right? So there's so much stuff. Mm-hmm. So, but I love doing it. I love when new product comes out, and some of the neat stuff. So yeah, I love it.
What do you think your most popular product is?
Lately, it's like PPE stuff, certainly like masks and stuff like that. So yeah, so that's been the most popular. There's been some things that are sort of gaining some traction, like phone sanitizers and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, those are huge now. I've been seeing. So do you have like the blue light type?
Right. So I'm going to take flack for this. I could have brought one tonight, but I had a little misunderstanding.
Dare we get into it?
Right. No. However, so it's an encased unit, and it's got a UV light in it. So I can lay my phone down inside, and 10 minutes later, the phone is sanitized.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of those actually, and up at college, they use them all the time just because when you're putting your phones on the desk, when you put them anywhere really, and you see, there's an app actually where you can see what it's scanning.
Right.
And it's really cool.
Yeah. So I also think that's a great idea for like lawyers' offices and dentists and doctors and stuff like that, because people can go do their thing, leave their phone up front, put it in, it gets sanitized, they claim it when they get back. So, lots of different uses for it. Companies also have it on their employees have it on their desks. Mm-hmm. So, there's lots of use for it. But that's something that's certainly gaining in popularity, and charging devices, things like that. So, yeah.
So do you think COVID has a benefit or a harder effect on your business? Because your business is very different compared to a lot others out there.
So we had to pivot. Like everybody. So it's made a difference. Prior to this thing happening, we did a lot of trade shows and events and stuff like that. So that's gone away.
Right.
And then we turned into, products that are going to help in their functionality, their safety measures, things like that. So like floor stickers and banner stands that have the dividers in them for restaurants. So that's where things went to. So it's made it different.
Right. No, I think COVID has changed every business around.
Absolutely.
So yeah, that's really interesting. So I see you have like a bunch of stuff here, and we were talking right before the show, and he showed me this really cool book. You want to just hold it up and explain it?
So that book, it's a charging notebook. Now it can be branded. So at the bottom here is my logo.
Right.
This is a really classy gift. This is something that's great for, companies to give away to clients or their staff. So this is actually a QI charger here. So you can actually charge your phone by laying it down on this cover. It's also got an 8 gigabyte flash drive on this magnetic clip, which isn't working for me. So you got an 8 gigabyte flash drive. And then you open the magnetic clip, and inside you've got your notes and your notebook and things like that. But at the back, we have an 8,000 milliamp battery. Now, you can either charge the phone by putting the phone on top of the cover, or let's say you're at a seminar or in a meeting or what have you, your phone's dying, you can pull out any one of these cables that have the various adapters for Samsung and iPhone. And of course, it's not coming out for me right this second, but it does. So there it is.
It does.
So you got the cable. And then, of course, you charge it using this USB cable. So this is one of my favorite items, and it's really it's become really popular. And I mean, now that people are back in offices and there are meetings.
Oh yeah.
So this is
The second he showed me this, guys, I was blown away. If I had this throughout my 4 years of college, it's a game changer. Like, you have your notebook right there. You could charge your phone on top of it, and you could plug anything into it.
Right.
It's like all right there, portable. I could throw it in my purse, and it's like really good material too.
Yeah, and it's strong. I mean, the cover is strong, and this is like a leatherette. So yeah, it's durable. I've dropped it.
How long does it take to charge the notebook?
It takes about an hour to charge, maybe 2. It doesn't take long, and then it lasts forever. I mean, I can charge with an 8,000 milliamp battery. I can charge my phone probably 2-3 times easily.
Wow.
So yeah.
Yeah, you just plug it in at night and then take it for your morning, whatever you have to do throughout the day.
Yep. And the battery lasts. Like, if I'm not using it, it'll last a while.
So tell me about some of your other favorite products, because clearly it's a big variety of things. It's not just one set thing. It's not just T-shirts and cups. It's way more than that.
Yeah, so, again, with so many products, there's so many to choose from. It really depends on, what the purpose of my customer is looking for, right? So I love the tech stuff. I love the chargers. So this is, for example, this is one of our newer items. I got the little happy face on. I don't know if you can see that. But, you plug it into a USB, and then you've got your iPhone, your Samsung or Android, and then new Samsung Android connectors. And you just plug it in, and it charges, and of course, it looks pretty, and it's funny.
Yeah.
So that's fun. It's the wireless chargers, like the battery chargers, those are fun. We have one that I didn't bring, Freddie. It looks like a MacBook charger.
Yeah.
But you plug it in and it charges, and it's got a QI charger on it. But you can also put in a USB cable too. So those are really cool. Anyone who wants to know anything about any of the products I'm talking about, go on my website, promostuff4u.com. That's number 4you.com, and you can search in anything. And again, 1.4 million products. But
it's a lot to choose from.
Right, a lot to choose from. So tech stuff's really cool. Those kind of battery chargers. We've got wireless battery chargers, and we can, with LEDs on it and whatever. Masks, there's a billion masks. I walked into Brooklyn Cafe once wearing an LED mask.
LED? The light sewn in it?
Lights right up. Freddie started dancing. He thought the club was yeah, there's so many different things that you can do now with masks.
Oh yeah. With masks, it's endless now.
Yeah. So actually, I brought my favorite mask, and I'm going to show it to you. This is a cotton mask. Now, we print and stuff like that on it too, but it's a really great mask. It's very breathable, and you can brand it however you want. So I didn't brand this one because I just snatched it quickly. But it's comfortable. It's got adjustable ear straps, things like that. But I can take anyone's logo and I can put it on that too. So that's one of my favorite masks, as much as a mask is a favorite.
Right.
The other thing is hand sanitizer. Now, back in March or April, we ran out of hand sanitizer, and I don't think it started to come back until August, September. So we do like little 1 ounce bottles of hand sanitizer, and we have different flavors and what have you. But again, the label is branded. I got my pretty cow on the front there. Her name is Belle, because we all need more cowbell. So, this is something that is very popular. Again, great giveaway.
Right.
And they're not expensive. So great giveaway and great to have around. So a hand sanitizer is always in demand. Never in my life did I think my hands would have more alcohol than I do.
Oh, I know.
So
yeah, I see. Like you said, you just pivot where it goes. So like wherever
Right.
it's necessary, that's when you make changes
Right.
or add products.
Right.
So do you feel a need that you need to add more products, or are you just gonna keep with what you have right now?
Well, my manufacturers continue to add products daily, so there's always new stuff coming out. It's now at that point, it's up to me to contact my clients or what have you to let them know what's come out, what's new, and what might be functional based on the times and what's going on. So, again, it's a matter really of sitting down with my clients and saying, okay, what's the event, or what are you doing? What do you want to see out of it? What's the budget? And then go from there. So
Okay, so it's more like client-based work. Because, I mean,
Right.
when I checked out his website, guys, it was very clean, very easy to understand, but there's so many products to choose from.
1.4 million.
Yeah, that's crazy. So it must be a more difficult if you're a business owner or whatever, and you go onto the website and you're just trying to like really find a good product. It's better to work with you
Yeah.
specifically.
But, so I have myself and Andrea, and Andrea does a lot of our graphics and print stuff. So we do signage, like some of the signage in here we've done. So we do all sorts of stuff like that. But really, it's a matter of picking up the phone, speaking to us, and again, letting us know what you want to do. Water bottles are very popular right now, especially the double insulated, and the coffee mugs. Everybody's still drinking coffee, especially to stay awake on their Zoom calls.
Mm-hmm.
Those are really popular. Freddie and Don have shown off theirs, and I was supposed to bring them tonight too. So, yeah. So, anyways, those are really popular. There's so many different things that you can do. And really, you want to sit down with us and say, this is what we want. I like coming up with the stuff that not everybody does. I like the stuff that, not everybody's thinking of doing.
Right, out of the box.
Out of the box. Be different. Mm-hmm. It's your name. It's your company logo on it. It's, so like and pens, for example, like, we use we have over 30,000 pens, but I'll always tell my client, a pen is not just a pen.
It's not.
It is not just a
It's
pen.
not.
So, you want to get the right pen, you want to spend the right amount of money, and, I work with my clients to make sure they're getting the right stuff, and I don't let them get cheap pens. Having a good business card, so I've got plastic business cards.
And metal.
And I have the metal.
This is the first metal card I've seen.
You can
this
throw
is
this
fancy.
at someone and probably take them out. So I don't recommend throwing them. But yeah, it's full color.
And it makes you more legit.
Well, it's not a matter of legitimate. It keeps you on top of mind because people are going to remember this card. They're not going to throw it out, which is something I always recommend. Again, use an item that's unique, something different, because people will remember that. If I told you how many cards I had sitting on my desk, even in plastic, like I haven't looked at them in ages. So, do something memorable. Again, it's a matter of sitting down and coming up with the right solution, and that's what I like to do.
No, it seems like such a fun business, like to just let the creativity slide. You meet with your client, what do they want to create, and it just seems like the possibilities are endless with what you can do.
They are. And I'm also a big proponent. You got to have the right apparel too. Like you want to have a nice golf shirt, or polo or whatever you want to call it. You want to have nice shirts and stuff like that. So,
Even with schools too.
Absolutely. So yeah, so this is embroidered. Right?
Yeah, I noticed. I was like, "There's no way that's print.
Yeah,
it's like popping off."
There's screen print. There's many different ways to decorate. Depending on the logo, I certainly love embroidery. I think it brings a certain level of class to a logo. So I always recommend, doing something like that. And again, it's a matter of coming up with the right thing. Like we have a little showroom, and I've got probably over 100 shirts that I could show you.
Is it like more a shop, or is it just
It's
like
both.
a place to meet with clients?
It's
or
both.
Okay.
It's both.
So people
So-
can come in house and buy things
No, you can't come in and buy things. You can come in and look at a lot of our products
and see the quality.
Right, and see what's available. And excuse me, I do have a lot of the different stuff there,
Mm-hmm.
the newer stuff. So, I keep that stuff on hand that I can show people and stuff like that. So
Right.
they get a chance to see that stuff.
That's really interesting.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
So,
fun.
what do you think, like, your favorite thing that you've created so far?
Oh boy, tough question. Favorite thing.
And it doesn't even have to be your own product, just like a brand. Like, what is like something you branded on?
I'm working with a client now, actually, and we're doing their T-shirts. So they
Okay.
get a whole line of shirts, and it's been so much fun to work with it. Like they've got some great designs. It's Coop Inc. COOPINK.ca. So they are in Canada, but they've got like Bruce Lee DJing.
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
they've got Darth Vader holding up a ghetto blaster thing. They've got great images of cars and stuff like that. I love apparel. I love T-shirts. Ask my wife. I probably have 300-400 T-shirts easily, and I love hats too. Like I love the hats. So I probably have even more hats. So those are my favorite. I love doing that. I love doing the wearables.
No,
especially as fun.
it sounds fun. Like more for shirts, because it's actually, side note, I got a Cricut for my sister like a couple years back, and first of all, I commend you because it was so hard to figure out, and this was just iron-on. It was
Yeah.
just an iron-on, and I don't know why it was so confusing.
So we started out with a vinyl press, like that's what we did, and everybody and their brother or sister has a Cricut, and it's tough. Like you got to know what you're doing. Like I've watched countless hours of seminars from this one company on how to do it properly. But what we did was we wanted to take it to another level. So instead of doing vinyl, we do direct-to-garment print, and I do that in-house. So that's part of our business. Is I can take like I don't know if you saw the Brooklyn Cafe T-shirts.
I haven't seen them yet.
Okay, I printed that right on my printer, right? So just stuck the shirt on, printed it, voila, there it is. So that's the fun part, being able to come up with some of those designs and things like that. So it's full color.
Yeah.
It's full color. It's like a big inkjet printer that prints on T-shirts and sweatshirts and hats and shoes. I can do shoes. I did a pair of Converse shoes. I printed my logo, the cow logo, on the Converse. So
That is so fun.
It's fun. That's the fun part to me. I love coming up with those designs. I love playing poker, so I have a whole line of poker shirts, like 7-2, I don't fold laundry, things like that. so I love that kind of stuff. That's been my favorite.
So
So
you like to do the designing part. Like if it's not just with the client, if you're just going to do it, you can like come up with the design on it.
So I come up with the concept.
Okay.
Because I have zero graphic skills, and I can be creative in some sides, but if you ask me to draw, the best thing I can draw is a stick man, and I have a hard time with that. So, but then I go to Andrea and I go, "This is what I want," and she puts it together, and then we get it going. So that's that, yeah. But
That's amazing.
yeah, it's fun. And when COVID hit, that's where I really pivoted too, is apparel, because apparel is still big. Like I have a whole line of shirts, like working from home. So some of the letters are like the Zoom or
Oh
the email
my
and
God.
text. So like
The icons
right,
of each.
right. So so we do stuff like that. So that was the fun part, is doing apparel.
That's really exciting. And
it is
it's
fun.
just, it's such a different business. It's really just cool just to see the process of it.
Yeah.
Because I remember at the Brooklyn Cafe show, we were talking, we should do a behind the scenes video and just really see how the process is made.
Absolutely. So, and listen, I've invited Freddie and I. We've talked about it. So, and Freddie and Don are going to come up, and we're going to do like a line of shirts and stuff, for the cafe, and we'll
Because
show
you
for
created
shirts.
a little merchandise website for them.
Right.
You want to
Right.
explain a little bit about that?
Well, so that site, again, that's part of our pivot process. Is so we do merchandise stores, company stores. So for Freddie and Dawn, because they've taken such good care of me, and I love them dearly, and I'm not just saying that, they know it. What we did was we have access to be able to build a store. So we took certain products that we thought would be really cool for the store, and we put it up. And Andrea, basically took the logos and put it on the various things, and people can go to that store and order what they want, whether it be a men's shirt, ladies' shirt. We have a flask, which
Oh my God, I saw the flask.
the flask looks amazing. I
Freddie's
haven't done
obsessed.
one yet. We're going to get some. They're actually they're on their way in. So yeah, so all that stuff. So any company or anybody that wants to do some sort of merchandise store, we can do that. We're working with a couple different organizations now to help them raise money. So, for example, a portion of the proceeds go towards that organization.
That's great.
So they can raise that money. So my favorite is the OUR, the Operation Underground Railroad, and it goes that whole organization is dedicated to like the child trafficking and finding missing children and stuff like that. So we've paired with them, and we've created a whole store for them. We use this mask for them. We get their logo, we put it on it. We shirts and things like that. So, but a percentage of those proceeds go back to them. And I think our first round of donations was about $1,500.
That's amazing.
So yeah, and
It's a business that will like always put back in to what.
right, we
That's
give
great.
back, and we want to give back, right? So yeah, so that's what we're doing with them.
That's
So,
that's awesome. And it's so important to just really invest in, like, yes, like you're a big business, but to just go back and invest into those other businesses too.
Yep, absolutely. So, and they're like partners. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Who sets up the store? How easy is it?
Well, the store is actually it's not difficult to set up. Andrea and I both do it. Andrea's gotten better at it than I have, admittedly. But it's not difficult to do. I really do rely on Andrea to do all the mock-ups, because I'm not good at that. But creating a store is really easy. It can be done within a few hours. Like your store, we took more time with it for Brooklyn Cafe. OUR also, we took some time with it, but I think within a week it was fully launched. So, done.
And that's like something that you also provide in your business. You don't just do it because Freddie's a good friend, or it's something you
No,
actually
something that we
provide?
do.
Okay.
It's something that we do. And again, it's one way we've pivoted during what's going on now to help, companies. So again, any company, if they said they want a merchandise store for their employees, that they can go and buy all sorts of logoed merch that, it doesn't matter if you're working from home, you still want to have that polo shirt, the hat, a tie, whatever. There's so many things that you could wear,
Even though you're home, like
yeah.
you want to have that purpose still.
Yeah, absolutely. And we do green screens and things like that. So
Green screens?
Yeah, we do that. We do printed backdrops. So if you're on a Zoom call and you don't like the way your head looks with those virtual backgrounds, we can do a branded backdrop too. So anything that you can put a corporate or company or name on, I can do it. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a lot of options.
A lot of options.
And it's a lot to look at, but I promise you guys, once you go onto the website, it is broken down nicely in a bunch of options where you can find everything a lot easier.
Yeah, the site's going to go under a revamp soon. We're just waiting. But yeah, it's really easy to navigate. But if there's something that you want that you don't see, pick up a phone, email us. If you want different ideas or what have you, call us. Like, don't just go there and say, oh, well, I didn't find what I was looking for. Call me and I'll help you through the process. The phone number is 561-693-2117. I'm extension 404. Andrea's 406. And we're always around. So we always answer the phone. That's the difference.
What days are you guys open?
Monday through Sunday.
Wow, that's good.
No, we like to have some weekends off, but we're pretty much open 8:30 till whatever. We're always answering email, so our official store hours are 9 till 5, but I'll always answer the phone. Same with Andrea. Address is 11320 Fortune Circle, Unit G3 in Wellington. So just a hop, skip, and a jump up over to us. So, and anybody's welcome to come visit the showroom and sit down with us. And again, you'll see the shop. You'll get a chance to see how we print shirts. You follow us on Facebook at Promo Stuff For You. Same with Instagram. We need some more followers on Instagram. We're almost at 1,000.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's taking a long time. But yeah, follow us. And there's a bunch of videos and stuff there too on what we do, especially now with the shirts and stuff. So yeah, we had a whole holiday line too.
A holiday line?
Oh yeah, we had Christmas shirts and Hanukkah shirts. Like this is how I roll with 2 dreidels. We have one with Santa Claus on it that said, "Don't stare at my package." So
it gets really creative.
It does. We've got one with Rudolph wearing a mask saying, "You'll go down in history," 2020. So lots of different stuff that we have available.
No, and I think, honestly, having an in-house store is very important, especially for the women out there. If you're trying to get a whole bachelorette custom T-shirts made, you want to know what that quality is like. So go into the store, feel around, see how it's made. I think that's the most exciting part.
That's fun. It's fun. Yeah. We don't use, there's a time and place for Gildan. Everybody uses the inexpensive Gildan, and there really is a time and place for that shirt. I'm not knocking it. It's a very popular shirt. We use a shirt that's a little bit more quality. It's a couple bucks more, but it's a really quality shirt. So,
do you have different, is one cotton? Do you have different options for the shirts?
100% cotton.
All of them?
Most 99% of our shirts that we use are 100% cotton.
Wow.
So, yeah. But we can do the moisture wicking and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And so for the handheld stuff like cups and mugs and is anything reusable or are they all reusable?
We have, yes. And we also have a whole line of recyclable products. And
see, that's something that especially my generation will probably look for.
We have a whole line of apparel that has been recycled from water bottles, 100% recycled.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so we have that too.
Just for someone to just take a picture in that shirt and post on Instagram saying this is 100% recyclable bottles, that's just something someone would pay for.
Yeah, absolutely. So, but again, we're talking about different things. There's 1.4 million, so it's hard to think of everything.
You're right.
There's a lot of social causes that we deal with, recycled products, things like that. One of our suppliers works with Wounded Warriors, so when you buy their products, a portion of the sale that they donate to Wounded Warrior. So there's so many different things, right? So that's kind of why I rely on my clients to say this is what we're looking for.
And that's why we're here.
Yeah.
We got to get this information out, guys, because you're going to want to put your money into a business where it gives back. That's what everyone wants to see. An American-made business where you give back into those other causes. That's kind of just the whole point of what we're going for.
It's what I'm going for. It's what we want to do.
So one more time, how can they find you and reach you?
Okay, so promostufforyou.com, but it's a number 4. So, and then you can call us at 561-693-2117. You can dial by extension 44446 or hit 0. You'll get the reception, and then they'll get to me. And then you can also go to jeff@promostufforyou.com on any email platform and message me.
Thank you so much for meeting today. I'm so glad we got to chat. Thanks so much for tuning in to Tell Us Your Biz. We'll see you next week.
This has been Tell Us Your Business, where a special guest comes on every week and tells us what they do. All shows can be seen on amp2.tv, and if you wish to be a guest, call 866-224-5422 and tell us about your business. That's 866-224-5422. This has been an amp2.tv